Hello, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes.
Hello, good afternoon. Am I audible?
You are. You are, ma.
All right. Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. The network was just messing up. Okay, so let me share my screen and then we'll do a recap. I want us to make use of the Q&A. I know that the chat is not working, but we can make use of the Q&A to drop your question on the chat. So we can use the Q&A button to interact. Can you please try it if it's working at your end? Hello?
The chat button is disabled, ma.
Yes, I mean the Q&A. There's a Q&A beside it. Is it also disabled? I think it's working.
Beside the
You
people,
can
it's
drop
beside
a question.
It's working. It's working.
It's beside the chat.
It's working.
It's working, right? Okay, so please. Okay, very, very good. So please, let's make use of the Q&A session for our questions and whatever. I have my colleague on the call, Mr. Wale Ekpega. If you have any questions, if you drop it on the Q&A, we'll be able to respond to it. And probably you have your hand raised. He will also be able to call my attention to it. All right, so let me try and share my screen and let's see if you can see my screen. We were about 33 last week. Today we are 12. I hope others will join us as we go on. So let me share my screen. Let me know if my screen is up at your end. I know my network is a little bit slow today. So can anyone see my screen?
Yes, ma.
Yes, we can see. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, fine. So last week we stopped at trying to, we brought in this sample data, use sample data. So I'll bring it in again. Yes, Ayodeji Olulope. Please go ahead.
Okay, yes. So I wanted to tell you that we can see it. That the screen is visible. The screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Your
Okay,
slide
you can
is
see the screen. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, so last week we were looking at this sample data from Microsoft. And then we said we shouldn't load whenever we are ingesting data into Power BI. We should use the transform button so that we can clean our data set and prepare it for analysis before loading. So we'll hit on the transform button. So now that so it's letting me know that it is 2 days old. So which means I need to refresh. So let me just refresh the data. And the refresh is complete. Okay, so just a little bit of recap for those of us joining us today and those that have been with us before, just to refresh our memory. We said if you look below where my mouse is, you see the number of columns on whichever query you have ingested, as well as the number of rows. So for these data sets, for this particular query, we can see 16 columns and 700 rows. And then we said the column profiling is always based on the top 1,000 rows. So it's telling us that it is top 1,000 rows. So assuming you have 10,000, it will only be displaying 10,000 on this canvas. So, but that doesn't mean that it has thrown away the remaining number of rows. It's just letting you know that what you can see on the surface of this canvas is the top 1,000. And we said on our far left is our apply steps that help us to see the transformation that we are carrying out as we are trying to transform the data, as we are trying to clean the data. The transformations and the apply steps are always written for you, that you'll be able to see, and transform as you go along with your data. And then assuming you made a mistake, we said you can use this apply step as your undo. So if you click any of these X button, it will remove the step for you, and you can redo the step in case you made a mistake that you don't want to take that step initially. Okay, so today we just move on. I said when we are presented with a flat table like this, as an analyst, we are expected to structure the data, normalize the table into what we call dimension and fact table. So the first thing we are going to do is to explore all the columns that are here. And to explore the columns, we can go to choose columns or go to columns. So this will display all of the columns that are contained, even if they are 20 or 100, 17, as many as they are. The columns will be displayed here, and you'll be able to see the names of the columns that are contained in your data set. Now, in exploring this data, if we look at this segment, okay, last week we also talked about view, and we said the column quality will show you. Valid means that it's showing green. It means that the percentage of the content that is contained under this column are valid. We have 0 error, and we also have 0%. And I think it runs across the whole data set. So with this, you can say, yes, your data is cleaned. So we'll just make use of this, but the one I shared in our WhatsApp group is not as clean as this, which after I have done this, we are going to give room for us to start transforming, and then you can come up with the challenges or questions that you may come across as you begin to try to normalize that data. So with this, the first thing we look at is we can see that this is segment, and it's showing about governments, mid-markets, channel partners, enterprise, small businesses. So this shows me that these are the customers that are buying a product from this particular company, as it were. And then we have country, which shows the location where the customers are residing. And these are the products, and this is the discount bound. And every other thing are numbers ranging from the manufacturing price, sales price, cost of goods sold, gross sales, the discount that was given, as well as then we have the date of sales, which the date that the orders were made or the orders were sold. So, and then the month and the year. All right. So the first thing we need to do is to start creating a what I called a dimension table from this big fact table. So last week I was talking about reference. So if I use reference as it were, which I'm going to use for you to see, if I come to this query dependency, we are going to see that it's going to show that. Hello. Am I still audible, please?
Yes, you just returned. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, great. So it's going to show you a graphical flow, like a flow chart, showing you where you got your data set from. And this is the query itself. And this particular query is gotten from this. It means that this query is dependent on this particular query. So whatsoever transformation you carry out on this, you won't be able to delete this, and it will give you a kind of restriction. So that is the shortfall of reference. But although it does the same thing as duplicating the data and as well as copying and pasting the data or the query as it were. So if I paste it, it will show. But this time around, there's going to be a difference. So let's see the difference. So can you see the difference? The difference is that it's telling me that this is coming from the source, and then the one I've just pasted is also coming from the source. So you can do your transformation, your manipulation as best as you want. It won't give you much restriction. So I'm going to leave both, and you will see the restriction as we carry on. So now let me transform this. So here I have only this column for customers. So let me go back to the home tab. Since I have this column alone for customers, what I'm going to do is that I can come to these choose columns. I will select choose columns, and then once it pops up, what I want to create is my customer dimension table. So I'm going to deselect everything and select only segments, and then I will click OK. I remember somebody was asking me last week, at what point should we use copy and paste or whatever? So this is a scenario where you can use that method. All right, it is not in all cases, but a scenario like this will present itself before you, and you'll be able to decide that, yes, this is the next step for me to take. So now that we have the segments, we know that there are a number of these 700 rows. And if you look at it, you can see there are repetition, mid-market, 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 government, mid-market. So with that, you are going to right-click on it to remove duplicate. So if you look below the add column, from example, you are going to see remove duplicates. So if I click on that, you can see I've been able to remove duplicates, and they are just 5 customers that they have. So with that, since I know that this is customer, so let me rename this to customer. So most times you give a clear-cut naming convention that is understandable to both the consumer as well as other developers that will be looking at your report. And having done that, you also rename this sheet 1-2 to the name that you have, since you are naming it as a customer. So you can either right click on this or double click on it to rename it, or you can as well come to under property, under queries here to rename it. So let's make use of this. We'll use that next time. So let's say customer. So now this is our customer dimension query. But it doesn't end there, but we'll come back to it later because we need a customer key. Yes, somebody's hand is raised.
I don't think any hand was raised. Okay. Okay. Sandra.
I'm seeing somebody's hand. Ayodeji. Sandra.
And Sandra. Yes.
Can I have your question or do I move on?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Sandra talking. Can you hear me, ma? Oh,
yeah, so can I have your question, please? Okay, can you drop it on the Q&A session so we can answer it? We can hear you, but it's like it's muffled at my end.
Okay, my question I want to ask, I'm sorry to take the class back. This is my first time of joining the class. So I'm just looking at it. I'm not listening. I don't know. That's why I raised my hand to ask the question. Thank you.
Okay, so since this is your first time, thank you. So since this is your first time, we are going to drop the recording of the previous class so that you'll be able to go through it. But I'll try to be as fast as possible. And once we are done with today's class, I can as well go back and do a quick recap of how to ingest data into Power BI. All right? I hope that answered the question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because
if we keep
going back, we will not be able to. Sorry?
Kenneth is also raising up his hands.
Yes, mine is on the WhatsApp group to be able
Kenneth.
to. Yeah, mine is on the WhatsApp group to be able to pick the sample data you are using.
Okay. Sorry, can
I'm
I
not
read
on
out
that
what?
group.
Okay, so the sample.
Okay.
The sample data I'm using presently is on your Microsoft desktop. Once you open your Microsoft desktop, you will see, and you click on blank reports, you will see use sample data. That's what I'm using currently. Okay, so please let's drop a question on the chat so that we can cover some things today, please. All right, so okay, I want to move on. If you have question, please drop it on the chat. Thank you. All right, so we have been able to get a dimension customer to query. So we'll go back and let's use this that is already here. The next thing we have is country. Country means the location where our customer is residing, or where we are, maybe where our customer is residing, or where we are actually selling our goods. So we have used choose column the other time. We can also use this. Now, if you click on remove columns, it's going to remove this particular one that is highlighted. But if you use remove other columns, it's going to remove every other column other than the one that is highlighted. So in this case, we want to retain country. So we are going to click on remove other columns. And that will give us a location query. And then let's use this side now to rename our query to location. So now that we have our location query, what is the next thing to do? Can somebody unmute and tell me what to do based on what we did on customer? Based on what we just did on customer query. Anybody?
We remove the duplicates.
Exactly. So we remove duplicates. So we'll go back and right click on it and remove duplicates. So now we have our country. So next we are going to, can somebody mute, please? Please, if you are not talking, please mute. So the next thing we have is product. So since we have product, you can right click on that particular one. It is here as well. Remove query, remove column. This remove means that you are removing this one that you are highlighted, or remove other columns. We remove every other one other than the one that is highlighted. And that is what we need. We want to retain products. Again, we are going to remove duplicates. And so we are going to right click on this and rename it. Where is my rename? Rename is here, and I rename it as product. So this is now my product. What else do I have there? I think I still have something. I have discount band. So I want to know the type of discounts that actually gave the highest sales. We have a number of them. We have high discounts, we have low discounts, we have medium discount, we have non-discounts. So with that, I can just remove other columns. Remove other columns. I remove duplicates, and then I call this one
Hello. I think we could not hear her because of the network. Ayodeji. Ayodeji. Hello, Ayodeji. Hello. Hello.
She's noted. Okay.
Hello. Hello. Can somebody hear me?
Yes, I can. We can hear you now.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So sorry. I think the network is a bit poor. She will soon rejoin us now.
All right.
All right.
Okay. But I hope we noted where she stopped last.
No duplicates.
Yes. Yes. So, and do you understand the reason why we are removing duplicates? The reason why we are removing duplicates, the dimension table, I don't know if you know about what's it called, primary keys. The dimension table contains the primary keys. That is to say, one a single identity for each of them. There is a point in time when we'll have to merge. Sometimes we might have to merge and things like that, where you have many to one, one to many cardinality. So there should be at least, because the major cardinalities that we have, the common ones are one to many, many to one. On the one that I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Hello? Hello?
Yes, we are getting you.
So in that cardinality, there is a dimension table and there is a fact table. Now, the dimension table now, you have one identity each. Take, for example, now, let's say we have 20 products. We have 20 products, and it's possible that those 20 products, you will have sales for each of those 20 products, maybe some 1 million, 10 million. This is it. But you must have you are supposed to have a dimension table that will carry all those. We just have 20 products, and you will not have it being repeated in the column. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say now. And that's what she's trying to do in such a way that that thing, you will not see it twice. Before she had to remove duplicates. So you need a table where there is no duplicate. Now, in the facts table, then, in the facts table, you might have duplicates, but want to have a dimension table for products, just all our products, and they appear once. That's the dimension table, once, and that's what she's trying to do. And that was why she created a table for each of them and removed the duplicates. So we are just limited to just the product, one product, this name, another product, this name. The products are not repeated over and over. So that's like that's a dimension table. Then later on, we would merge it as the case may be, or relate with it as we go on. You'll also see when we go on. I thought somebody was also raising up our hands or his hand.
Yeah.
Or is it an older?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, please,
Good afternoon,
can
sir.
you differentiate between dimension table and fact table?
Like fact table is more like a transactional whatsoever. Like, take for example now, let's say somebody they produce St. Louis sugar. They also produce St. James sugar. Are you getting what I'm trying to say now? Now, people can buy or they can sell as much packets of St. Louis sugar. I guess what I'm trying to say now. And they can sell as much packets of St. James sugar. Now, the dimension table will just carry the things we produce, St. James sugar, St. Louis sugar. Now, the fact table is now the transactional table that tells us how many of St. Louis sugar that is sold. It could be 1 million, it could be 10 million, and it will be duplicated. You understand? As people are buying it, we bought 1 million here, it will be duplicated in the fact table. I mean, in the facts table. I don't know if we're getting what I'm trying to say. It will be duplicated there. So it's the transaction. How many of these things were
correctly, sir?
Correct. Yeah. I'm listening.
If I get you correctly, sir, facts table basically has to do with specifying the quantities, while dimension has to do just description.
Correct. A description. Yes, just a description per one.
Of maybe your products and all that. Dimension, description. Why fact table has to do with quantities. Okay.
Yes, quantities, when they were bought, when they were sold, when they were that happens in the fact table.
So that's why we can allow duplicates.
Mr. Wale, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, so that's why you can allow duplicate there. Your fact table holds the numerical facts about your data, while your dimension table holds the attributes that gives more context to what is contained in your fact table. All right?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's go on.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Wale.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's go on. Okay, so now we have our fact table. So what we want to do, please, if you know that your question will be answered, please drop down your hand so that we'll be able to know those fresh hands. So I was saying that in an ideal situation where you are working with a company and organizational data, you will be given both the dimension table as well as the fact tables, and then as well as the primary key or the unique columns that you can use to connect the data. But in a situation like this, if a scenario presents itself before you, you are the one that, as the analyst or the developer, you will determine how you create the primary key so that you'll be able to connect all your queries or your tables together. So in this scenario, we are looking at government, we are looking at mid-market, we are looking at channel partners, we are looking at enterprise, we are looking at small business. So I may decide that I want to use the first 3 letters to create my primary key to this. It might not be the best option, but just to show how you can use column from example, how you can add columns, how you can create columns, and how you can as well create a primary key. And sometimes you might decide to create a composite key, or you might decide to concatenate. Maybe you have 2 columns that you need to, merge to create your primary key. So in this case, let's just make use of, let me say, the first 3 letters from this customer table, customer query rather. So to do that, I'll come to the ribbon here. I have home, I have transform, I have add column. I can still see somebody's hand still raised. Ayodeji Olulope. Your hand is still raised. Do you have a fresh question?
No, ma, I don't have question.
All right, thank you. You can drop your virtual hand. Thank you, sir. Okay, so now let's click on add column. So if we click on add column, we can use column from example. And it's asking me, is it from all the columns or from selection? Well, in this case, even if you use all column or from selection, it's only 1 column we have. So let's select from selection that is highlighted. I want to give it an example that please use this. Let me use capital EUV, and I come here to, it didn't do well. So let me give another example. It's not working. Oh, sorry, I'm the one even making the mistake though. It didn't work well. So sometimes we need to give, once we give an example, it will always do it. But since let me try again. Where is our column from example? Go. Okay, so this is the example that is giving me. But since I don't like some that it has given me gov. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for channel, maybe I just pick, I can just change channel. Let me just change channel to, I think that's fine. And I can just change this to, okay, great. So it's understood that this is what I want. So now I can now change the header to customer key. So for this, you may need to try, like 1 or 2 for it to get the example that this is what I actually want you to create for me. So, and then we have given it a column name. So we can now click OK. So once we click OK, now we have our primary key. All right. We'll go and do the same for location. And for location, I want us to make use of a conditional column. And I want you to participate because I may not know all of the names offhand, and I will need all of these names. So we want to use the country not the country code now, but the country abbreviation. Like we know that United States of America is US, and I know that Mexico is MX, and France is FR, Germany is DE, if I'm not mistaken, and Canada is CA. All right. So we are going to use those acronyms as our abbreviation. And we know that assuming it's Nigeria is NG. So that's what I mean. So let's use conditional column. So we have used column from example. I just want to make sure that we go through all of this by example, by playing around with all of these things. So let's call it again. What are we working on? Location key. Location key. So we erased what was there before. And then it's telling us that what is the column name that you want to bring it out from. So we are bringing it out from the country columns. And what is the operator? We want to say if the country column contains, what was the first one? Was it Canada? So if it is Canada, yes, please give me CA.
Canada.
Okay, so I want somebody to unmute to be telling me, because I'm no longer seeing it. So I think the second one was what? I think it was France. So let's say
France.
If it contains France, if it's not correct anyway, it will give me null. So let's say FR, and then we say add again. If it contains, I think there was Mexico as
Germany.
well. So
Germany,
let's say if
Germany.
that column also Mexico, right?
Germany.
And then, okay, and Germany, okay, great. Then let's MX. And then lastly, else if it contain, what do we have? Germany, right? Germany. Yes. I hope I'll be able to spell it correctly. Germany. I hope that is correct.
Y.
Yes.
Okay.
It's correct, right? Okay.
Correct, yeah.
Yes. So the yes. So the last one there is US. So we just put US. Or we'll put so let's change all of this to capital letter then. So to ensure that we are on the same page. All right. So once we are done, the reason we didn't add US to this else if. Sorry?
For Germany, why did you use DE instead of GE?
Okay,
for
instead
Germany.
of G, can you type it on your browser? Yes. Ask any Google on, you can Google it. That was the abbreviation code for Germany. Germany is actually not an English word. All right, it is touch something. That's the pronunciation. It's a German language.
Dutch.
Dutch. God bless you, Dutch. So the abbreviation. So the abbreviation is either DEU or DE. So now that we are maintaining two letters, so we just maintain DE. So that is why it is DE and not GE. All right. So I was explaining that if you add else if here to put United States of America, under this else, you are going to have a null. Anyway, let me try it. So, so you understand what I'm saying. So else if country contains United States of America, and then you put US. Remember that there are only 5, right? Now, else what? This place is going to be null. So by the time I click OK, it's going to give us a null. So because of that, once you have like 5 items that you want to use a conditional column for, You do it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one you put it here. You put the abbreviation there or whatever condition that you are trying to initiate. Am I understood, sir? Amas. So that you don't run into a no. Yes, so
Yes.
I'm going to take it out. And I'll put a US here and I'll click OK. So once I click OK, it is done for me. Now it's giving me this data type. We talked of data type last week. We said if it is string means it's character. So if it is string, we are going to use text. We are going to use this text, which is ABC. If it is numeric field, we are going to use whole number. If it is something that deals with price, manufacturing price, unit price, cost price, discount, whatever, in as much as it is monetary based, you use fixed decimal. And then if you are dealing with quantity that has to do with decimal, you are having 0.5, 1.25, 3.5, 4.11111, you make use of decimal number. And then when you are dealing with dates, you make use of dates. And if it is date and time, you make use of date and time. And if it is time only, you make use of time. If it is binary, you make use of true or false. I mean, a Boolean. Binary, you make use of binary. This using local, it is when you have a combination of dates that has US and UK formats put together. That's when you make use of this using local to go and handle the transformation, because if you click on dates directly, it might not transform that column for you correctly. It will be giving you error. So now the column is character, so we are going to use text. So location key is ready. Now we'll come to products.
So I also ask a question now.
How do we do Yes, sir.
Okay, this table that you just created now only has 6 rows. So just in case there are
Yes, sir,
more than 6 rows, maybe 100 or 200, and we carry out the same transformation, will it apply to all the rows?
yes, please, it will.
You said?
It will apply.
Okay, okay.
All right. So next we have our
Sorry, I think somebody also raised up his hand. Okay. I think somebody also raised up his hand.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, from the table that you just
can
created.
hear you.
Yeah, from the table that you just created, I could see that there's the same abbreviation for Mexico and US. If you can check that one.
Oh, I didn't check that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't look through. Let's go and handle that. Thank you for calling my attention to it.
Sorry to cut you short. I still have a question, ma'am.
Go on with your question.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't actually come early, but I noticed that you have a table where you have all these things in one sheet. How did you come about separating these sales columns individually?
Okay, so let me answer your question. So we have this, we called it flat table, and we talked about it last week. All right. We talked about it last week that we have once we have a flat table like this, as an analyst, for you to work with it, to be able to analyze and give you a better analysis and generate a better report, that can have informed decision, we need to normalize this table by creating dimension table, because this table is actually containing dimension tables as well as the fact tables. And somebody asked during the course of the class that how can we differentiate between a fact table and a dimension table? And we said that, okay, you were the one that asked.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So great. That's fine. So does that clarify your answer? So what we did was to either, and I mentioned it last week, that you can either copy and paste. When you copy and paste, if it is country that you want to deal with, or segments or products, you just retain the number of columns you want to deal with, and you remove other columns, and then you remove duplicates, so that you would have created that query, and with that you rename the query to whatever query name that you were working on. I don't know if that answers your question.
So, but I noticed that now there's you're opening another sheet somewhere. Tap down there, and you're seeing these separations.
Yes.
So how are you separating it? That's the part. I didn't come early, so I didn't see you kind of do that.
Okay, so what I did, let me paste it again. What I did, let's assume is this segment that you want to work on, and you want to remove all others. You come to home and you come to choose columns.
Okay.
When you come to choose columns, you can deselect everything and choose only that segment. Once you choose only that segment and you click OK, it will remove every other columns and it will retain the segment. And then this segment is also containing duplicates, as you can see, government, mid-market, and so on. So what you will do is to remove duplicates, because a dimension table must not contain duplicates.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So this is how we created all of this other dimension table. So, but for this, we don't need it. We are going to remove it. So does that answer the question?
So if I get you correctly, you click choose column, you highlight the distance and check choose column.
Okay, so you can either click choose columns. You can either click choose columns to deselect everything and select the columns that you need.
Okay,
or
from query.
You can right-click. You can right-click on it and remove other columns, or you can come under remove columns and click on the drop-down and remove other columns. Any method is fine.
Okay. Sorry, Ma, can you increase your
Is it clear?
size or the font, because it's quite small.
At your end. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Will I be able to do that from my end?
I had to increase my distance to over 110%.
Hey, I'm so sorry. Is that experience for everyone? Just give me a moment. Let me try to resolve this location that is showing, instead of showing X, it is showing. Okay, so it's not. Okay, let me delete this.
The spelling for Mexico. Okay.
It was wrong, right?
Yes.
Was it wrong?
Was wrong before. The spelling before was wrong.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying it, that once the spelling is wrong, it will give me wrong. So please, can you help me? Is it correct now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it correct now?
Yes. Yeah, correct.
Okay, let's see if it will accept now. Okay, great. So the person that drew my attention to it, the reason was because the spelling was wrong. I was saying it that once the spelling is wrong, it will give me wrong output. So we should always note that. Thank God that error occur. So when you see that kind of error, don't feel that you cannot do it. That's just, let me just use that word. All right. So it is just so most times it's usually advisable that you copy and paste, so you don't make that typographical error, because with fingers you can. All right. So okay, so this is correct now. So we go to product. So for product, let's use another method. Let's go back to our add column. Let's use probably extract. If we want to use extract, I don't know if we use the first two letters. So let's say 2, and let's click OK. So once we click OK, it has extracted the first two letters for us, right? So with that, let's change this to product key. And then we come to discount band. So for discount band, none, low, medium, high. This looks like numbers to me. So I'll just make use of index column. So that's to tell you that you can as well make use of index just as you have it on your Excel. So let's assume that none is 0. So none will be that once I see 0, it means that I didn't give any discounts. And then once I see 1, that is low, and medium will be 3, and probably 2 will be medium, and then 3 will be high. So I'll say start from 0, and it has given me, and I'll call it a discount key or discount. Please note that what we are doing in creating all of this is just for us to have idea of how, when you have a scenario like this, different methods that you can use to achieve the same goal or aim. So with that, we are almost done with what we need. Now, the next thing is that we said our fact table, like we explained earlier, does not contain all these attributes that we are seeing: government, Canada, country, products. It doesn't contain them, but it can contain their product key, their primary key. And once the primary key is imported into this query, it is known as foreign key. But while it is here, this customer key is primary key. The moment the key travels from this table to the sales detail table, in this place is a foreigner, so we call it a foreign key. Let me just use that word. Pardon my manners. That is not what it meant, but at least it will give you an idea of how you'll be able to easily identify a foreign key and a primary key. So a primary key is primary key when it is in its own location, right? Like customer key, the customer key is in the customer query table, and it is known as primary key on this table. But by the time we bring it into the fact table, it is known as a foreign key. All right. So a foreign key is a column in one table that references the primary key in another table. So you soon see that we'll use it to reference the primary key on the customer key or location table or the product table. So with that, how do we achieve that, since the primary key is not inside this table? Or can anyone see primary key on this table or foreign key? I need a response. Hello?
No, it's not there.
Am I audible? It's not there.
Yes,
Very
yes.
good.
No,
So
it's
we want to bring it in. Yes.
Okay.
So it's not here presently. So how do we bring it in? To do that, I mentioned about merging queries. And I said when we get to that scenario, it's better I talk about it practically than theoretically. So that is why I reserve it in the last class. Now we have merge query and merge query as new. So when you merge query, it increases the number of columns that you have, and you are only bringing in the number or the columns that you need into this particular fact table, or into any table that you want to use. Probably you see a column that is needed for you to analyze in another table. So how do you bring it in? You use your merge queries. If you use merge queries, it's going to merge the query into this particular query. But if you use merge query as new, it's going to create a new copy of this table with the included column that you have brought in and name it as another query. Let's demonstrate that. So let's say merge query as new. So we are clicking merge query as new. Which query do we want to bring in? Let's start with segments. So if we start with segments, remember that our segments, we rename it to customer. So we are going to come here and call up customer query. And then there must be a column that is common to both queries. And the common columns are this and this. So once you select it, you can see that it's telling you that you are joining, and the kind of join is left outer join. So if you are one of those that is very good in SQL query, assuming you are writing this out, using your SQL query, you are going to use left outer join. Left outer join means that it's going to pick the columns from the left and fuse it into the new columns, but it is the matching column, and there must be a matching column. Otherwise, it will not give you. You can see that it's giving you that you are good to go. Otherwise, this your OK button will be grayed out if you don't do it correctly. So now we can click OK. So if we click OK, can you see what has it done? It has created a new copy, a new version of this, and created it here. So, but if you are sure of what you want to do, you don't need to create a new version, right? You don't need to create a new version. You just need to merge into this particular one that you want to work on. So let us merge queries now and select merge queries. Again, we are going to select our customer. Sorry. Let's remove this first. Because it's expecting me to expand that divergence, and I'm not ready to do that yet. Okay, so let's merge queries. And let's select, I can't see our sales table. I can't see our customer again. Let me select location then. What happened to my customer table? Anyway, let me do this, and location and country, and then let's click OK. All right. Now we have, I'll come to this expansion. Let's merge another query. Let's use discounts band. And the discount band is low and high, and this is it here. And we click OK. I hope you are noticing what is happening to that customer query, right?
There's an error.
Yes. I will tell us why it's giving that error. I made a remark on that when we were using reference. Do you remember? Anybody? Can anybody tell me the reference I made based on that?
Yes.
Okay, so I said if you use reference, what it will not, it will restrict you from some
Deleting.
certain transformation. Yes. It will not allow you to delete. It will not allow you to modify. So let's look at it from here. You can see that all of these other ones are coming from here, but look at customer. Customer is coming from this sales detail. Do you understand? Customer is coming from this sales detail, but all of these other ones, they are coming from the source. So because it's coming from this, it's telling you that, no, you can't modify me. Oh. So if you know that you want to use reference and you don't want to modify, then you might, what will I call it now? You can use reference. But if you know that you want to modify like we are doing right now, please copy and paste. I don't know if I'm making any points. Hello? Am I still audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, is that explanation clear?
Yes.
Is the explanation clear? Okay, great.
Yes.
All right, so let's go back. Okay, that's fine. So that is why customer will not allow us to merge to anything. It will not allow us. It will. I purposely left it so that we can see what the restriction I'll be talking about. You can see that it's been taken off the list. So you won't be able to modify it. So let's just leave it like that. We are not going to redo it. We'll just leave it like that. So let's come to the ones that we have merged. So when you merge a query, all right, this is what you will have. This is called a divergent button. And this button, you will click on it to expand. It's telling you that you can still drill down to what is contained in that particular table. So once you click on it, it will open the expansion for you. Once it opens the expansion for you, this one is just 2 columns. There are cases that you have a whole lot of columns, and probably it's just 2 columns that you want from inside that query. So it is only that particular column that you want that you have to select. So in this case, what do we want? The only thing we want is this location key. Now, if you use original column name as prefix, what it means is that it's going to use the location name as well as location key. So let me click on it for you to know what I'm talking about. So can you see? It has picked the location name dot the column name dot location key. But you know that you don't need the location dot location key. So what you do when you are expanding that particular query is to, it didn't bring it like I wanted. Let me remove it. So what you do is to uncheck this use original column name as prefix. So by the time you uncheck it and you select the columns that you want from that particular table and you click OK, it will only pick the name of that column. You can see the difference. All right. So let's go ahead and expand the other tables. So can someone tell me what to do? I'm to uncheck the discount band and select only the key. And then for the product, we'll do the same. I'm to uncheck the products and retain only the product key. So with that, we are good to go. But we are not ready yet. In as much as now that we have all our primary key embedded inside this sales detail table or sales detail query, we need to remove all of these attributes. Remember, we said that on a fact table, we don't need the attributes. All we need is the foreign keys, the numerical numbers. So with that, we are going to select, you hold down your shift key and you select and then you remove. This time you are not removing other columns, you are removing the selected columns. And then we come to month, day, year. Remember, we already have a date here. So all we need, these dates will form as our, it will form as our key. All right. So we are going to remove the month number, the month name, and the month year. Why? Because they are already seated in our date table. So we don't need them in the fact table. So with that, we select from month number and we select year and we remove these columns. Now, if you notice the query, the customer query, you can see that it's complaining. It has given us error. Why? Because we have modified this table that is referencing it. We have removed segments from this table. You remember? Hello? I need a response.
Yes.
So that is why it is so that is why it's complaining that I can no longer reference the column that is holding me, so I can no longer stand. So these are some of the shortfall when you make use of what do we call it now?
Reference.
When you make use, yes, when you make use of reference. So I'm going to take it out. And since I removed other columns, so let us just, at this point, we are done with what we have. But let me see if I can. So we can load this into the model as it is. I know that we have a shortfall of customer, but you already have idea of how to copy and paste customer, right? So let's load the ones we already have. It will still give us the training experience that we want to have. So let's give it some time to load. Now what we have done is we have completed preparing and transforming our data. We are now loading the data into the model. Now that we have loaded the data into the model, you can see that on this side. So bros, I can now increase my, is it increased, David?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. It was because I was in Power Query, so I couldn't increase it from my end.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have it at this Power BI desktop model. We call these tables. There are no more queries. They were called queries in Power Query because we were still querying the data and we are trying to transform the data. So again, we want to go back and do a few analysis. So for those of us that said we are just joining, so this is our get data. We want to get some data into our Power BI desktop. We want to talk. We have talked about merge queries. We also want to talk about append queries. How you can append queries. I don't even know. Let me first check I think it is, my data is in text CSV format. So I'm going to call up just like 2. You are going to work on the rest. So you click on get data and you click on the, did I click? Okay. I was wondering why it is delayed. So it will open up this interface for us to import our data into Power BI desktop model. And to do that, since it's on my desktop, I'm going to click on browse, and it's going to open up my file explorer. So on my file explorer, I'm seeing a lot. Let me open this. Let me bring in sales 2021. Let me click on next. In case yours doesn't look like mine, don't worry. It's because I'm kind of having the latest Power BI desktop updates. Even if you don't update yours, you still have the same experience. So if you have the type that I have, you will only be seeing load highlighted. But if you click on this button, like we said, that you see your transform data here. Okay. So, but for some of us having maybe the earlier version, the load and transfer button will be shown, alongside with it. The way I'm looking at it, I'm not sure the data is clean, so I'm going to click on transform data. And as a matter of fact, there are highly data sets that are clean, except for this sample data that we work on, that we have seen that is a kind of clean, that we didn't do much of transformation. So looking at this table, or this 2021 sales query, what can we see? We can only see column 1. So if you have this type of data, what will you do? Will you run away? No. So what we will do is to transform this data. So we call to this split button. Is either you use this or you come to transform and you still see the split column. All right. So you want it to be splitted into the separate columns. So once you click on it, split by delimiter, because it is comma separated, which is comma separated by delimiters anyway. So you click on it and you click OK. So by doing that, you can see that it has separated each of the columns into their respective columns for us. So we were asking, in which scenario, under what condition can we have, can we promote header? Use first row as header. We're talking about it in our very, very first class. Use first row as headers. So you can see this scenario. You have column 1.1, column 1.2, column 1.3, and so on and so forth. Does this look like a good header for us? I want somebody to unmute and speak.
No.
Hello?
No.
No, right? So what do you think we should do, Mr. Greg?
We'll have to promote.
So, Mr. Greg, what should we do?
We're going to promote where you have the order, the real table, the new column names. Where you have order ID, we're going to promote it as the first header.
Exactly. So we are going to promote this first row as our header, because this is where the header starts from. You can see order ID and you see 7069, blah, blah, blah. And then you see order date and you see the date below. You see unit cost. And so it means that the first row is actually the header. So what you do, you come to use first row as header. You click on it and you select use first row as headers. And with that, it has promoted it for you. So you can see that your column is somewhat ready. Okay, so let's bring in another one. And let me go to home. I don't need to go back to Power BI desktop model. I'll just come back here and click on new source and still browse and select 2022. And then I'll click next. Once I click next, it's telling me that it's by delimiter. I said yes, I like it. So I'll click transform. Or I can click load because already I'm in Power Query, okay? So once I click load, again, we are going to use our split button to split it into its respective columns. And then we are going to promote header as well. So you can see that this time around, I'm on home ribbon, and the use first row as column is as header is also here. So I'll select it. Now I have this. And if I check, I can see that all the headers are the same. Those are the key things when you want to append. Those are the key things that you look at. You have 12 columns, and then the number of columns here is also 12. And then the number of columns are the same. That's number one. Number two, the actual column are the same as the columns that you want to append. You have order ID, and here you have order ID. You have order dates. On the 2021 sales, you also have order dates. So you must ensure that they are uniform before you can append. Otherwise, you'll be getting wrong analysis. And then when you append, what happens is that it's going to increase the rows. Remember that when we merge the other time, instead of having, I can't remember the number of rows we have earlier, but we have increase of rows. We included 1, 2, 3 rows. Assuming we didn't delete the customer also will be included, and we'll be having about 13 rows other than the number of rows that were there before. But in this time around, if we append, we are going to increase the number of rows. Did I say rows the other time? I mean column, all right? So in this place, it is column that we increased. We increased the number of columns. These are the columns that were added. But this time around that we want to merge, we are going to be increasing the number of rows. Note the number of rows that we have, 443. So by the time we are going to append 2022 to 2021, we are going to be having more than 443. So let's go. Now we'll come here and click. So this is a scenario where you can append. In as much as they are the same sales, there's no point keeping them as a separate file. All right? At least for your analysis. For the data steward, they can keep them as a separate file. But for you, for your analysis, you are going to keep them together. So we come here. It's the same thing, append queries or append query as new. Append queries will append on this particular one. Append query as new will create a new query. So let us append queries. And then it's asking us, how many queries do you want to append? Assuming I brought in all of the, says 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, I'm going to choose 3 or more. But since I brought in only 2, I'm going to leave it at 2 tables. And then here I will select the second table. And this is the second table that I'm appending to this 2022. So it means that from 4/4/4/2022, we start or commence or begins. So if I click OK, and it has done it. So you can see with me, can you see the columns here and the number of rows here? The number of rows have changed from that 443 to 999 plus rows. Are we together? Are we together?
Your name
No,
is
I
blocking
think
the road.
I think there's a problem with yours. your this thing is not showing at the same time that you are talking, so we are a bit slow.
There's a
Yes, I'm still seeing 443
Oh,
rows.
okay. So let me. Oh, okay. Maybe there's a lag.
Is the network is
So let me know
behind.
why you can see 999 plus. I know there is a lag, so just let me know when you can see 999 plus. Can you see that now?
Yeah, 999.
Yes.
Same.
Okay, great. So okay, so it increases the number of rows. And if I click on this, you will see 2022. You can see 2022. So that is how we append queries. So, but for this, we'll go through that in the next class. This is 1528, that's 328. So to disable loading into the model, you first of all uncheck include in report refresh. And again, you uncheck enable loading. So you can see that it has turned into it leaks. It means that when I click on load, it's not going to appear in Power BI desktop model. I have.
Can you please come again on that, ma? So we're not seeing your cursor.
Okay.
It's really lagging here. I don't know if other people experiencing the same
here
thing.
too.
I'm so sorry for the lagging. So I said when you right click on any query, right?
Okay.
If you right click on the query, it will show you enable load, including report refresh. If you don't want to load the query into Power BI desktop model, what you can do is to uncheck include the refresh, include in report refresh. When you uncheck that, you right click again and uncheck enable load. Once you do that, it will turn the query into it leaks. It will not be standing upright like the rest. So let me know where you can see 2021, 2022 that are in it leaks, while others are still standing upright erected. Exactly.
It's well.
Can we see that?
But still seeing
Sorry, maybe you
2021.
rejoin. Can you rejoin again?
Rejoin? Okay.
I'm talking to her.
If I rejoin, yeah, I know if I rejoin, that might be a long
time.
It will take me a long while.
But by the time we see the recording,
before
will it show normal from your end, from the recording when we see it?
It will show normal because I'm not the one recording, so it will not show from my end. It will show from the recording end, so it should show normal.
Because everything you have said about selecting the career and all that, we didn't see you do that. Or checking this and that.
You didn't see me do that.
We didn't see you do that.
No problem.
We only heard
Has
you say
anyone loaded? Has anyone downloaded the queries? Please let me know what you can see on my screen. Has anyone downloaded the data set I shared?
Where did you share it to, man?
You shared the data set, man.
Okay. Yes, I shared it on the WhatsApp platform.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
I'm
yes.
not on the WhatsApp platform. How do I get on there?
Mr. Wale, can you please copy the link and drop it on this Q&A session so they can have it?
Okay, let me check.
Yes.
Okay.
Just copy the link to join, or you. Mr. Ali, are you on that platform?
Not yet. My request is still pending.
Okay, does anyone have the data set here? Yes. Nobody.
Sorry, it's I couldn't hear you. Let me try and get the link. Let me try and get the link, please. Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you, though it is dragging at my end.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so none of us are on the WhatsApp group here.
Yes, I'm not also on the WhatsApp group.
I'm not also. I'm not also as well. Though.
If you're
I'm on
you're
the
on the
group.
WhatsApp group, can you please who is speaking?
This is Samuel.
Okay, Samuel, can you please share your screen if you have it? Let me stop sharing.
Okay.
Let's make use of your screen. Share your screen.
Okay.
I shared it earlier. I cannot share file on this Q&A, so I'm not able to share file. I would have shared it here. Let me see if I'm able to.
Please, can you see from your side?
I'm coming. I'll be back
Okay.
to your screen shortly. I'm trying to see if I can. All right, let me come back to your screen. Yeah, I can see your screen from my end.
Okay.
So can we go to your Power BI? Have you downloaded the file?
Yes, please. I've downloaded it.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I've downloaded it.
So Yeah, go ahead and load the.
Okay. Okay. Desktop.
Yeah. Transform data, right?
We're only seeing the name, so we're
We
not
have not
seeing your
seen
whole
your.
screen.
We have not
You didn't
seen your
share your
Power
whole
BI.
screen.
Okay, okay.
Are you sharing your window?
Yeah, I think I shared a window rather.
If you share your window, we will not see.
Okay.
We'll only be seeing the window you shared, yes.
Okay, then let me share again.
Yes, if you don't share your entire screen, if you share window, it's only the window that you are sharing that we'll see.
Okay.
If you need to move from that window to another, you need to reshare again and share the next one you are on. If you want to be safe in sharing window.
So I should share the screen, right? Or the screen?
The screen.
Share
the whole screen.
Share your entire screen.
Okay.
Can you see
sir.
now?
Yes, yes.
It's coming up, sir.
Okay, cool. So I've uploaded the target.
Oh, is the target that you uploaded?
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, great. So looking at your screen now, it's like you uploaded it twice. So that's why it's giving you two queries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
No
close this
worries. You can delete one and let's work with one.
Okay.
So everyone, can you see his screen, please?
Yes,
yes.
Okay, so can anybody tell me what we are to do first when we have this kind of scenario?
I think it's to check how clean the data is.
Yes, we can see that the data is not even clean at all. All right, because I can see some percentage, you can see some empty rows, right? So it tells you that this data set is not clean. I didn't even know that this is the one I dropped. I want to drop the other one. Can you click on the other query, the target one that is not having number? I'm still seeing the target.
Yeah, I've deleted. There were two, and I have deleted one.
Oh, you have deleted one.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
left
I'm
with one
still
now.
seeing the two. Don't mind me. my system, my network refused to be compliant.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at this, Mr. Samuel, what will be the first thing for you to do?
The first thing for me to do is
Did you load this query? Why did you load it? You load the query. Or are you still in Power BI? No, you are not in Power Query. You have loaded already.
Yeah, I have loaded.
So what you have done is that you have loaded a dirty table.
Yeah.
You cannot work with this.
Yeah, let me do it again.
Null. No, don't do it again. Just click on home.
Okay.
When you click on home, you will see transform data. Click on it. It will take you back to Power Query.
Yes, I'm there now.
Have you done that?
Yes.
You're in Power Query. Okay, so what is the first thing that you are supposed to do, Mr. Samuel? The first thing that you are supposed to do is to remove this empty row that you are seeing underlined. You are seeing dot, 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 right?
Yes.
And then before that, what did you see? I can no longer see. I'm still on your desktop. So just tell me what you have. I'll still guide you all the same.
Yeah, there's empty spaces.
Although I'm still on your desktop.
I could see empty spaces. Yeah.
And duplications.
In the first row. In the first row, right?
Yeah, in the first row.
Okay, so if you look at where you have towards your right, where you have remove columns, you also see remove rows. If you click on it, it will bring out an interface that will tell you what do you want to remove. Okay, now I'm on your Power. Am I in your Power Query? Yes, I'm your Power Query editor now. So you click on remove rows, you click on top rows. It will ask you how many rows do you want to remove. You will say 1 because it is only the first row that you want to remove, because you want to promote date and all other one to be the header. So what you click is
one.
You remove the first row as
Yeah, I've done that.
Have you done that?
First? Yeah, I've removed the first one.
Okay, so what you have now is date, salesperson, and sales targets as your row 1.
Yes, please.
Then now promote header. So use first row as header.
Okay. Where do I see that?
Have you done that?
Yeah, I'm looking for that one.
It's close to merge queries and append queries under data type. Towards your right, your far right at the top.
Okay.
The last one.
Okay. Use first row as headers.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, I've done that.
Great. So now what you have left is that you still have a dash that is showing.
Yes.
And if you look across the whole data set, there are nulls. So click the drop down on date. If you click the drop down, you will see null or blank. If you click on salesperson, the drop down, you will see null or blank. If you click on the okay, me, I'm just on your promote header now. So if you beside that sales targets on the right, if you click the drop down, that black arrow down, if you click on it, you will see null.
Have you seen that? On the date?
Anyone, either date or salesperson or sales target. I want you to click all of them to tell me what you see.
Yeah, I have clicked on the date. What can you
see?
And I could see blank.
What did you see?
I could see blank.
Yeah. All right.
Select all.
Okay, click on the salesperson's own. No, don't select yet. Just cancel. I just want you to see what is happening. Okay. That's how you explore your data. On the salesperson, also click the drop down.
Yes, I've done that.
What did you see? Well, what can you see?
I could see blank. Select all.
You could see blank.
Yeah.
All right. On the sales target row, click on the drop down. What can you see?
I could
Is
see
everyone
null.
following, please? You could see
I could see null.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so on that null, uncheck the null only.
Okay.
And let's see what happened to your data.
Yes, set. I've done that. Should I continue with
You've done that?
Yeah.
Yeah, click OK.
Yes.
So what happened? What can you see?
Yeah, all the nulls have been removed.
Exactly. So you have successfully cleaned this particular data.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you bring in the sample as well? I want to drop something else on that group.
Data data set.
What?
You mean data data set?
I didn't get you.
You mean I should bring in the other data set?
Yes, please. Yes, sir.
Okay.
The sample data sets. Bring that one in and let's see.
Yes, it's here.
Have you brought it in?
Yeah, I brought that one in. Please, I have brought that one in.
I'm coming. Give me a second. Did you load it directly or you are in transform query?
I'm in Power Query.
Okay, so what can you see on that? What is your first step on what to do?
I have to check whether there's no empty space. I cannot see any now.
Okay, so what
all the
else can you
headers,
see?
all the headers are correct.
They are duplicates.
All the headers are okay.
Yeah. Can't see duplicates.
They are duplicates. You have North America, North America, North America.
Segment has duplicate.
On the third column.
Oh, okay. North America, North America. Yeah, I have duplicate in the region column.
Okay, that's fine. But what can you do?
Yeah, I have to remove. I have to remove the duplicates.
You can't remove duplicates on a major table, on a major query table like this. Who else can help him, please? We have just done something like this. That's why I dropped it.
Yeah, I need to copy this one. Yeah, do normalization.
Exactly. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
So before you can remove duplicate or remove anything, you don't need to remove yet. First, normalize it to have your what do we call it? Your dimension tables and your fact tables. Yes. So go ahead. Your time starts now.
Okay.
And others, please unmute and guide him on what to do. We were all in the class together.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So guide him, tell him the next step, what he should do.
So the next step, I want to maintain the segment. So I'll delete the other columns. Remove other columns.
Other columns.
Yeah, so now I have segment and I have duplicating the segments. So I have to make the duplication. I'll remove the duplicates. Duplicates. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Now I have government, I have mid-market and enterprise. Okay, so I rename it. Okay. Okay. Now I'll do the same for country.
Okay.
All right.
Select country. And remove other columns. So now I have country. Are there any duplications? Yes, there are duplicates.
The United States.
So let me remove duplicates. Okay. Then rename this as country.
Country.
Okay.
Copy again.
Yeah, okay.
So you copy.
So we're working with region now.
Okay, region.
After you paste.
Then I'll come to region, click
Region.
on it, remove other
Others.
columns. Okay. Duplicates.
Okay.
Duplicates.
Okay.
Duplicates don't, no column.
Yeah, rename this as region.
Region.
Okay. I'll copy again.
Again, yeah.
You paste, come down, paste.
Okay, now we're moving to
We are moving to
city.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So sorry, the link, the WhatsApp group link has been dropped.
okay.
Hello, just for your information, the WhatsApp link is on.
It's on this
That's
chat.
the WhatsApp link. Yes,
Is it on
it's
this
on
chat?
the what's it called? Yes, Q&A, yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Mr.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much, Mr. Wale. I appreciate it.
You're
So
welcome.
remove.
How do we locate it? I'm
Okay,
able to
so
locate the
please
Q&A.
let's join the WhatsApp group.
Remove other call, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry?
Remove duplicate.
I can't locate it here on the Teams.
Okay. We rename this one city.
Okay.
We copy again.
Hello, Mr. Wale. You know that we're having another session in the next 5 minutes, so we need to round up now.
Yeah, we do same for products.
Remove
other columns.
Mr. Rashid, we have individual chat room, so this will not disturb.
Okay. Then we remove duplicate, right?
But we have an agreement that the session should not be more than 2 hours. Anyway, you can do it.
It will end at 2. It will end at 4.
Fine,
Don't worry. It will,
it's fine.
it will end at 4. Mm.
Products, yeah.
Products.
All right. We copy again.
So this time we are going to come category.
All right.
Yeah, you go to yeah.
Okay, so before you commit murder, hold on, Mr. Sam.
Okay.
So before you commit murder and blame me tomorrow, you see, you have country, you have region, you have city. They are still location. All right.
Okay.
So they were supposed to be together. They are not supposed to
No.
be separated into the individual place. And then for products, you have product category, you have product subcategory. They are still the same product. They should be together on one table or one query.
So we are supposed to
can
merge
you
it,
quickly do that?
We are supposed to merge them. We are supposed to merge them.
Even them,
you are not merging. You put them together in one query or in one table.
So
don't they look alike?
Location.
So what do we do now?
Country, region, city, they are together in one table. Remember when I did for dates, I picked the one that is related to him. Date, year, month number. That was what I put in one date table, right?
Yeah.
So now, in this your own case, you have country, you have region, you have city. You must put them together. Then for products, you have on this your remove other columns. Can you click on it? No, come to your right. Come to your right hand side.
This side.
Yes, your right-hand side, other apply steps.
Okay.
Query settings, properties, apply steps. Your mouse is still on the left too. Yes, so click on that X button. Now you have everything. So what do you want to do? Let's assume you want to select for country. So you must select country, region, and city and remove every other one. And you name its location.
Okay.
And then, yes, and then for product, you select product category, subcategory, and you remove all others. So that is how you go about and complete the data set. So please
Samuel,
let's
you'll be pressing
join the.
shift. You will press shift and highlight them all so that to select
So
them before you can now.
let's join the WhatsApp group and then copy your data set and work on it. By next week, we'll look at it. So you have heard my Oga that said my time is up and the time is up in the next 2 minutes.
Find the WhatsApp link. They
Hello,
can't
Ma.
find it.
I think we need to paste those stuff on the WhatsApp group because me, I just joined the WhatsApp group and nothing is showing.
Yes, yeah, that's
All
true,
right.
Mali, but I need to paste again because we're just
No
joining, so
problem.
we might
I'll
not see previous
repaste.
post.
No problem. I'll repost it. Yeah.
Then also the video recording so that we can see it and watch it and do our
Yes, my
assignment.
apologies. The program team are working on it. They'll make them available. I hope that hopefully before our next class next Saturday, it will be made available. And then please let's complete this assignment, at least transform the data and load it. And in our next class, we'll continue from there. So thank you everyone for joining. Have a blessed weekend. And I will see what you have done next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. We appreciate.
We appreciate.
Thank you, sirs. We appreciate you too. Thank you for joining. There is no us without you. So for you joining us, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Happy weekend. Bye.
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 Please, I can't access this chat for the link.
You mean which one?
The WhatsApp link, the chat. I'm trying to look for the chat. I don't know where to find it.
Let me see.
You click on this
Click on
three
Q&A.
dotted Q&A, yes.
Q&A.
Me, I've joined the group, but they've not accepted my request, so I can see what's happening on the WhatsApp platform.
The Q&A is not available for this event. Turn it on for meeting options. Let me check.
First. Do that. System. Okay. Yes. System. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing for the naming. 6 person. Okay, let me check duplicates here. Remove duplicates. Okay. Show me duplicates. Duplicates. Okay. Still have more to do. Female. Unit sold sales. Profit. Date. So did for the day, do you think that one will stand alone? Pick the dates. Remove other colors. Paste. And we copy. Let me put. We need to sales. Cost of goods. Profit. Guys, do you think all these one will go into one table? I mean the unit sold, sales, COG, and profit. Hello? Unit sold. Fragments, enterprise, system, analyze, yeah. Segments. Okay, I think I'm done with this one. Can you put another that one? Target. Six. 20. Split columns. Split by delimiter. Split by column. Promote this one. Promote. This first. Let's head up. This first. Let's head this. Okay. Okay. That's nice. Okay. I think everything is okay here. Okay. I'm bringing another one. 2023. Split. Not this. Okay. There's an issue with this one. What's one? Guys, yeah, I think I'll end here. Then we continue the next time. I've been able to upload all the data into Power Query. So, I think maybe there might be one or two things that need to be done, but maybe I would need a guide from her side. So this is how far we have been able to come. Hello? Is anyone talking? Is someone talking? Hello, Gideon. Okay, let me stop sharing.
Hello.
Yeah, Gideon.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were saying something.
No.
Okay. So this is how far we have been able to arrive. So maybe we'll continue the next time. Yeah.